Immissi sa li tidħol fit-tank ma jistaħa li se tkun qed tippreżenta pjattaforma maħsuba biex iżżid il-well-being fuq il-post tax-xogħol.
Good afternoon, Sharks. I am Mais Taha, an architect, engineer, and I have a sustainability workplace management background from Switzerland. Today I am here to offer you 3% of Shukran, the workplace inclusion platform. And I am offering you the 3% negotiable for 90,000 euros. Workplace well-being should include the spaces, the strategies, the systems, and the sustainability impact. Toxic workplaces is a global problem. It's not a Maltese problem, it's not a European problem, it's a global problem. It increases the turnover 10 times more, and globally it's #1 as mistrust. So that's why Shukran has selected the gratitude as the best attitude and culture to spread across organizations. We offer it in a freemium model, premium and enterprise. It's a platform that measures inclusion. Mainly what we do that we had selected 5 main SDGs, simplified them so it can be used for any basic SME globally. And these SDGs will work at the team level, enterprise level, sector, country, and across the globe. Gratitude is inclusion, and what we are offering is an active communication map. As you all know, because all of you are CEOs, it's all about communication, team capacity, and understaff over budget. These are the main 3 problems all CEOs can face. The freemium model enables digitization because it's mandatory to enter the platform. And that also will allow us to offer them the well-being KPIs for free. While in the premium model, we will offer them the action plan with meetings, expert meetings from the advisors that are joining the platform. And at the enterprise level, they have a growth plan that includes other SDGs and KPIs. The market is super huge. When it comes to Malta, 98% of enterprises are SMEs, and the ESG reporting is not mandatory for them. So they need someone to help them. The global market is 340 million SMEs. I projected the growth to be up to 40,000 SME, which is a small fraction. And this will allow a revenue up to 150 million. Together as CEOs, we can have the vision to create inclusive cultures. And when a CEO takes the bravest step to say, no, I want to create inclusion, I want to ensure inclusion because it will make my business sustainable, we are with them in the KPI alignments, in the adoption, in the monitoring, delegation, and also until they reach to the point that they can compete globally in their well-being performance as an enterprise. Also, we are a game changers because at the current scenario, up to 50% or 58% is turnover ratios globally. What we will do, we will enable 85 up to 90% of decent work and economic growth because we will encourage the sustainability of every single SME around the globe that will join us. The idea of Shukran started in 2022. I started by inviting people that I trust their impact to record a small video of say thank you for someone who changed your career path. And there are few videos on a YouTube channel. Then I started to create my own company workplace management system. I discovered that it is scalable. At this time, I am standing on the stage. There's advisors from Australia, there's advisors from Spain, Jordan, and the first contributor in our eco-product supplies for the reward system is the Royal Society for Conservation of Nature in Jordan. So we are getting involved very big, important names who support our vision and who support also the mission of creating a global well-being in the workplace environment because the workplace has a very high socio-economic impact. By 2025, we want to have this impact recognized globally and to reach more than 200 enterprises by the mid of next year. The ask is 90,000. It might seem big, but I can see that it can become 9 million in less than 5 years, of course, for you. Trademarks, the marketing, also the product developments are the main areas where I will be using this budget for. Of course, legal agreement, because we have too many advisors coming from all around the globe. We have a European Commission project already onboarded, by the way.
Thank you for your presentation. My question is, you said that you have the European Commission already involved.
We had started the consortium and postponed the application to have the best fit call.
Do you have anyone anyone paying to get your services as of yet?
We didn't offer the services to people yet because I need to be sustainable financially.
Most companies and most CEOs are already implementing all of that. Most companies and CEOs already have the indicators, the performance indicator in place. Most of them already have the SVG, everything is, the governance is there. I don't see the viability of the product.
I don't understand how you plan to deliver the product. As from the 1st of January of 25, I believe, there are ESG rules and regulations that we need to comply with, and you're going to miss that boat, right? Because you're still in beta development stage. If toxicity is present in a company, it's normally down to a CEO or management or whatever. Changing requires a seismic change in the attitude of people.
That's how the platform works.
Yeah.
This is what happened to me when I left my first employment. I worked with an employer who was one of the top 250 globally. It's a Jordanian company, but we had that culture.
You said something that I'm going to use with your permission. Gratitude is the right attitude. It doesn't cost me anything in reality to create an environment where people enjoy working. It's free. I believe the people who don't believe that they'll be quite hard to change because they require, you know, a mental paradigm shift.
Alex, if you don't mind, I'm not tend to disagree, but there is always a market because there will be CEOs who might use and tap into the system that need guidelines. There are companies who might need the support, and she is making a clear reference to SMEs, not to large companies.
I see.
Yeah.
So one has to take that into context, correct?
Yes, and SMEs cannot afford all these experts if it was not approachable.
So they need to buy in these somehow of tools. I think that losing employees nowadays is not just about not being appreciative. It's about career paths. It's about money. This is costing us a lot of money when it comes to labor turnover. We used to have employees who would be more than 10 years. I still have some, but obviously there are very few. So I think one has to see this in a holistic approach. From my point of view, the amount of valuation that you are asking for vis-a-vis the situation that you are still in pre-seed and having no projections, it will be a no investment. But I think what you are doing will be a useful tool and can help many CEOs in understanding at least how they can improve their modus operandi.
From my end, I like the product, but it's not something which I'm willing to invest in. So I will be out of.
I'm also out, sorry.
I'm afraid I have to be out.
It's okay, I appreciate, don't worry.
Same here, unfortunately, I'm going to have to pull out
No,
on this.
it's okay, it's fine.
Thank you for
Good
coming.
luck.
Wish you luck. Thanks. Thank you.
Thank you.
Coming from the outside to try and change the internal culture if the top is already...
She could make probably a good consultant in some company.
I think she's creating a useful tool that many CEOs can benefit of this. So
It was a great experience. I understand that the Sharks come from a very strong business background. I am bringing on a very simple platform that is for SMEs. So if you are not running an SME, you can understand what is there in the market. But for an SME, these available other solutions are a little bit expensive. Of course, I appreciate their feedback. I appreciate what they brought into the startup as a feedback, and it's an experience. It's a great experience.